May profits be upon you. Let's take a look at Euro USD. Euro USD. I'm hoping that your trading day is going well so far. What we can see here is that we have a downtrend. All right. These are the structure points, right? For the swing structure. Lower low, lower high, lower low. So we are in a bearish leg of structure. I have the top and bottom of the range. Here's the middle, the equilibrium. All right. And price has already come up into premium where you want to take shorts and into discount. All right. And this is where you want to take longs, right? And uh price has come back, swung back internally, right? To mitigate the supply in this leg of structure back at equilibrium. Now, this could signal that price wants to attack that high with an internal swing to bullish, right? But price did leave this bearish engulfer, so it switch back bearishly internally. So far, we'll see if it attacks this weak low. Why is this low weak? Because it didn't make a new high. That's its only job. It failed to do that. Let's go to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, I got these thought balloons over here, so just ignore those. All right, so we see the break of structure. We see the bearish leg of structure that we're in. All right, so on the 4-hour swing structure, we are bearish, right? Now, internally, we can see that price turned in here. These dotted lines are saying that there's a break of market structure to the upside, right? This is where we formed what seems to be the lower high in the lower low, lower high, lower low, higher time frame trend, downtrend, right? And that's signaled by this break of internal structure to the downside. So that signals that that move up is probably over and we're on our way down to attack this weak low. Why is that low weak? Because it didn't make a new high, right? So price moves sideways and then internally starts to break microstructure to the upside, right? So what we got to think, maybe it was just to mitigate the supply in this leg of structure. All right, from here to here is the trading range, and we are above the equilibrium. We're in premium where you want to take shorts. Price did break some change character here. It did break some microstructure to the downside, and we are back with that pullback, correcting that impulsive move. We could see price trend down from here. All right. Now, that is keeping in mind that the higher time frame structure is bearish, so we want to go with the trend, but do not rule out that this high could be liquidated because it failed to make a new low as yet. It's weak until it breaks this low. Okay, or at the very least this low. All right, but we needed to see if it's going to break microstructure. I mean, market structure. You understand? That'll say that'll let us know it's strong or weak. Right now, it's weak because it hasn't done anything. It hasn't accomplished much. So there is supply in this leg, and in this leg of structure, we had a decent pullback. So we may be seeing some more downtrend. But bear in mind, the internal has switched bullish, right? And we may see an attack of that high. We may see that. I hope you're following me because it can be confusing if you don't keep up. All right. So if we go down to the 15-minute, what I want to show you is what's happening at the moment. All right. And I got all these thought balloons. All right. That's for the chat, right? All right. So on the 15-minute, we can see how price broke the swing high, not the swing high, the 15-minute internal high here. All right. And that switched the internal structure to bullish. We mitigated the supply within this 4-hour zone. All right, this is a 15-minute supply here, and we had a nice bearish reaction. Now, I like this zone here, all right, for buys. Why? Because it caused the breakup structure to the upside. So, and it was a flip. All right, you see the supply was here, price held under that supply until it didn't, right? And this demand zone is the one that caused that internal breakup structure, an IBOS, if you will. So if price comes back here, I'm expecting it to have some strength to hold because it caused a breakup structure to the upside. So we'll see. I think buys are permitted here, but we're going to bear in mind that the overall trend is bearish. The 4-hour, all right, the daily is bearish. The 4-hour swing structure is bearish. The 4-hour internal structure is bearish. So we're going to keep that in mind. Now we have a bullish swing on the 15-minute swing structure and internal structure. All right, but when you see those things, when the lower time frame is disagreeing with the higher time frames, you got to think, what is it doing? Why is it doing that? We have a breakup structure and we have a pullback. It's just to mitigate supply inside this higher time frame supply to 4 hours. So you got to think, are we going to confirm the lower high on the higher time frame? You have to think that way. Why is the lower time frame disagreeing? Because in a downtrend, the lower low needs to make a lower high in order for it to make a lower low. So the lower time frame is going to be in an uptrend while the higher time frame is still looking in a downtrend. The lower time frame is only fulfilling the framework of the lower of the higher time frame. You understand? So when the 4-hour, the daily is bearish and the 15-minute is bullish, you got to know it's getting ready to form a lower high. That is the objective. Got it? So that's what I'm thinking here as price mitigates the 4-hour supply zone. And we find this 15-minute supply inside the 4-hour zone. I'm thinking that price is going to at least come down to mitigate this. Again, I'm being careful. I'm being mindful that price could find a bullish reaction and look for a deeper penetration, at the very least, into this 4-hour zone, which is in premium price of this trading range, the high and low of this trading range. All right. But this is a bearish leg. This is a bearish leg of structure. Price is pulling back as a corrective move into here, into this zone. So I'm thinking price will have good potential to continue down from here, as it is doing right now. Let's see if it reaches down here, and I'll look for bullish price action, and maybe we can confirm a bullish trade. I mean, a buy. All right. Otherwise, if price takes this zone out, all right, if you're not in a sell here, which is pro trend, pro higher time frame trend, if you're not in a sell already, all right, just wait, hold tight, let this supply get taken out, and wait for the supply that is, I meant to say the demand. Let that demand get taken out and look for the supply that took it out, for price to return to it, so we can take a higher time frame, a high probability trade to the downside from it. All right. We may get a pullback here, and I would be inclined to look for confirmations for a trade to the downside into this zone at the very least. All right. And that would be my TP. We get a pullback here, I'm looking for this. All right, that would be my TP, because I don't know if this thing is going to hold or not. All right, if it will reject price. If I get that that bullish price action here, I'll be in for a buy to the upside for a deeper penetration. So I'm going to stay flexible. I suggest you stay flexible. I think there is buying and selling scenarios here that are both reasonable and viable. All right, but I'm bearing in mind the last break of structure was to the upside, so I'm definitely looking for a bullish price action here. I repeated myself a couple of times there. I'm sorry, but I think it's worth repeating because it can get confusing. Which bias should I be? What should I be looking for? Sales? Should I be looking for buys? The higher probability trades are with the trend, okay? And those would be sells. But there are viable options at buys because there was a bullish internal break of structure. So I'm looking for the return to impulse right now, and we'll see if we can get that. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm hoping that you find some good opportunities here, and let me know in the comment section if you did. If you have a comment, leave your comment in the comment section. Leave me any feedback that you may have in the comment section, please. And do hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.